Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Abomination Goddess podcast, where we celebrate the fact that we don't fit in and we refuse to let the world dim our light. Each week, we dive deep into the mysteries of intuition, create a space to explore the knowing that lives within you and us, and to help you lift the veil so that you can see more of the real world around you. We believe that being your authentic self in a world that tries to silence you is one of the most radical, magical things you can do, and we are here to support you. With me, as always, is Casie Halseth. She is the author of the Abomination Born series. It is a fictional portrayal of her real life experiences with the mystical realms. Her action packed books are full of lessons, insights, and calls for other Abomination Born folks around the world to start connecting, which is what we do with our podcast each week. She was born into a Norwegian Hungarian matriarchal family. So Casie was brought up in the old ways where earth and spirit are more closely aligned. Casie learned what she knows from the teachings that were passed down by the women in her family, as well as from beings who visited from other realms. So, how cool is that? She is an award winning public speaker with decades of experience. And I think that you'll find by watching this podcast and reading her books that she just effortlessly draws her audience into her lessons, both in her books and on the stage. Welcome, Casie. So happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And my name is Ashley Kim. I am a neurodivergent chaos agent from the Midwest. I celebrate and honor the messiness that it takes for women to fight their way out of controlling social, religious, and family systems. I wrote a book called Villain Era Goddess to help women on their journey to set boundaries, build confidence, and heal themselves after a lifetime of living in what I call doormat mode. This book is a very honest and open look at what I went through and the tools that I used to survive my villain era. I went through my journey alone, and so I wrote this book so you wouldn't have to go it alone. I will be riding the crazy roller coaster with you. Welcome, everybody. We are so happy to have
Yay.
you. Yay! Favorite part of the
Yay.
week is podcast recording day.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so we start our podcast off with show and tell. So I'm going to share my screen so that everybody can see what we have been loving the last. Okay, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Uh, and you
let's
want
see.
to go to the one where I'm a presenter, Mystic South.
Yes. Oh, this is so
Yes.
exciting. Here, let me
I've
make it a
got
little
the
bigger here.
I've got the car packed and we're leaving tomorrow. And I'll be speaking Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, and I'll be giving an advanced class in psychic gift orders. I've added uh, all the elements and all the different kinds of people that pick up and learn from water, from trees, from mushrooms, and why and what you can do. I'm hoping to help you be able to increase your communication with all these different creatures if you haven't been able to, and I can show through the gift orders how you could do that. So I'm cramming it all into an hour, but I think we can do it. I think we can get it
Yeah,
all in.
that sounds like such an amazing class to be in. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Um,
I love talking about gift orders.
yeah,
It's just wonderful.
yeah. And what a way to just completely open up your world. Yeah, getting to communicate with other things besides just humans. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And
Like why can some people uh talk to the rainstorm that's coming and or ask for rain to come and then not have a deluge or something bad happen? Why can some people do that and other people can't?
yeah.
The gift orders is why.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I wish I was going so badly. I want to hear this.
I think we should in the future with our podcast, I think that we should
Yeah.
concentrate maybe for about 4 weeks, concentrate, 1 week on each one of the gift orders.
Yeah.
Or
No,
there's
I agree.
16 of them altogether, of the
Okay.
main four. Maybe we
Yeah.
could concentrate on the one and then go with its combinations.
Yep.
And then
I think,
with all the
yeah.
psychic things that go with that.
Yes. I think that's exactly what we should do. And I feel like this is such perfect timing. I am seeing a lot of things in podcasts or just online talking about how people are looking for this information right now and that people are starting to open up to it, but they don't understand all of it yet. So this is perfect timing.
Good.
I think we should definitely talk about it on the podcast. And anybody who is in the Atlantic area needs to go to Casie's class so you can be there in person and learn from her.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be great. It should be
Hmm.
great. But if you can't get there, we'll do our best to cover it over the next several
Yeah.
um, programs.
Yep. I love it.
Okay, I want to pick up another one there. I've got uh, any
Yeah.
any any one of them that let's see. Oh, I know I want one that had to do with the the journaling one. I think that
Oh, the
that one.
reverse
Yes,
journaling.
right there. Yes,
Mhm. From AJ.
yes. Reverse journaling. Reverse journaling. Write tomorrow's day as if it already happened perfectly. Your brain starts building the pathways before reality catches up. And that goes back to what quantum physics is discovering. We can go to that other picture that I have. I've had this page before with us. That one, yeah. And this is from Quantum Digest. New
Hmm.
quantum research reveals time doesn't move forward, but folds onto itself, meaning your present actions might already be reshaping your past.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
as we're so if we're journaling, or I like to think of it as sewing. Last week we were talking about cloth, and sheets and things and
Hmm.
making things. And so I like to think of the sewing that we do. So sewing with our words, sewing with our how we take care of our families, sewing with how we take care of ourselves.
Hmm.
I like to think of that as advanced journaling. you know,
Yeah.
we're sewing our words into what it will be like. So as I'm folding the clothes or as I'm packing the suitcases, getting ready for this trip, I'm already making it happen for when, for later with what
Hmm.
I'm doing now. But actually, so later, when I'm late at that later point and I look back, it was like, oh yeah, that's right. It was supposed to be that way. It's like
Yeah.
it changed it.
Hmm. Oh, I
Yeah.
love this. Yeah.
So related. Yeah, I love that.
It is. Yeah. I love this. I'm gonna do this.
Okay, then the two colorful pages with the colorful writing. I think, yeah, I've got
Yep.
two of them here. I
The
want to
ring.
wear. That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is on Instagram. It's the relatable wall, I think.
Yep. That's what it
Relatable
looks like.
wall.
Okay.
Somebody writes, I want to wear something new, but not shoes or a dress. I want to put on some reckless joy that is much too big for me and so brightly colored that I become unrecognizable.
I love
Isn't that
this.
beautiful?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Put on that
It's like,
joy.
yeah, I love it because the much too big for me kind of feels childlike as well to me, which I think is also
Yes.
really good. Yeah.
And all the colors. It just
Hmm.
and this is from
Yes.
J.K. Kennedy.
Yes. And
Whoever
I think
this
we like her. I
J.K.
think we
Kennedy is, yes.
she's amazing.
We
We like her stuff.
we
I might
like
actually
her.
have something from her today too.
Oh, really? Great. Yeah, this is great. And then go to the colorful one.
Yep.
Another JK from
Uh-huh. Oh, let me make it a little
the
bigger here.
same from the same the relatable wall on Instagram. Delighted to be caught red-handed. Not only am I up to something, I'm up to everything these days. I am in absolute cahoots with this life of mine. Isn't it wonderful?
Yes, that is wonderful. Oh,
I'm
I
in
needed these today.
cahoots.
These are awesome. Yeah, I am up to everything these days.
My mom used to use that word. What kind of cahoots are you up to? And us kids, we just smile back. Nothing.
Oh, oh, I love this.
And then I think I've got two more. Uh, Go to the Some Will See Your Flame.
Mhm.
And this is from Monica Murray, who we just love. We had her on our
Mhm.
podcast. Some
Yes.
will see your flame and want to blow it out. Others will approach it with a candle. And this
Ooh.
is from, let's see, what does it say?
Lanita Vangelius.
Yeah,
And
something like that. Yes,
yeah, and then the handle is your beautiful life. Yeah, there we go.
yes,
Mm.
yes,
This is,
right,
yeah, I love
right.
this.
Yeah, and it's so true. Some will see your flame and want to blow it out. You're having too much fun. Or
Yeah.
stop with that behavior. Oh no, don't do that. Don't dress like that. What are you thinking
Yeah.
of? Why are you
Yeah.
doing that? People will see your flame and they'll want to snuff it out.
Yep.
They just can't help themselves. They think they're doing you a favor, I think.
Yes.
And
And it
others
starts
will
so young.
approach with their own candle. And it's like,
Yeah.
ooh, let's burn together.
Yes. Oh, I
Let's do
love it.
this.
I think it's such a good
Yes,
reminder. With
yes,
with my kids, I see this happen so young. I mean, people just wanting to squash that flame as
yes.
fast as they can. And then they teach their kids to do it too. And so then now kids are trying to squash flames. It's like, oh man, you guys have no idea how wonderful it could be if you weren't doing that to each other.
Well, remember, I always said that mom would pat our hand.
Hmm.
She'd pat the hand and she'd say, "It's okay. We're the real people." And she'd always
Yes.
remind me that we were the real people. And so when I would, you know, I'm a little kid and I'm seeing a ball of light or I'm seeing, beings walking around or something like that. And I just burst out talking about something. And
Yeah.
somebody's going to try to put out the flame of that excitement.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
mother would be so kind. It's okay. We're the real people,
Yes.
and
Yes.
help me to realize. And this is something else that I'll be talking about in Atlanta is I'm high visual. Visuals have an easy idea of boundaries. And so
Mm.
I know from my visual nature that I am not them, the people that are being negative. It's
Hmm.
easier for a visual person to not get caught up in the negativity of other people because we have a boundary within ourselves. We can be separate from that. So I'm not
Yeah.
I don't easily get sucked into like a depressive mode from other
Yeah.
people's
Yeah.
attitude towards me as much. I know that it's them, not me.
Yeah.
Whereas high feelers and high knowers, which you're a high knower and a high feeler, you've got a lot of visual too, but
Hmm.
your boundaries would be easier to be caught up in other people's
Oh yeah.
ick. you
Great.
know,
Which is why it's taken me so long to figure
yeah,
that out.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with my kids, I just try to, well, in whatever terms, is good for whatever their age is, but just letting them know like authenticity really does just scare the shit out of other people. And there's nothing wrong with it. But when you are being yourself and you are doing it joyfully or passionately, it scares people. Um,
Yes.
they can't handle it. And so our job is to ignore those people and to keep moving because our lives will be amazing if we can ignore that.
That's why I just can't get over your new books. Well, I know you haven't got the other one out yet, or maybe you do. I haven't gotten it yet, but
Almost.
this,
Yep. Almost. Yeah. I
um,
decided to redesign it.
okay.
Obviously, just add more time, but I think it'll be good.
So your book is full of just little bits of words, and every page is full of something to look at. So you're activating a person's visual center. Just by
Mm,
looking at it, you're activating the visual. And so the visual center helps a person, once you activate that within yourself, then all of a sudden the boundaries about who you are and who they are can be separate. And you realize, okay, that's them, not me.
yeah.
And that's
Yes.
why it's so powerful. It totally turns the visual center on. And everybody has a visual center, but sometimes it's very low or it's
Mhm.
neglected. And your book just pops it back up.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Oh, that makes me happy.
Yeah. And your villain era book is also full of pictures in there,
Yeah, it
also
is. You're right.
visual.
Yeah.
Those and
Yeah.
that's and so on some level you knew that. You knew to add the pictures because the pictures create uh, a sense of self.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
awakens that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Okay,
Look at
let's
there.
go on to our next picture that I
All
have here.
right.
I could go on forever about gift orders.
I love it.
If
It's speaking of
speaking,
plants. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Make it bigger.
if speaking kindly to plants helps them grow, imagine what speaking kindly to humans can do. And this is
Mm,
from the Chaotic Crone. I absolutely love this. I think this is on TikTok. Um, but I just absolutely
yeah.
love her site. If speaking kindly to plants help them grow, they always say talk to your plants and they'll grow.
Yep.
Well, imagine what speaking kindly to humans can do. And
Yes.
of course, that's what I do every day. I have to say something beautiful to Al, my husband. I just
Yeah.
because he's such a nice man, and I have to let him know that in case
Yeah.
he doesn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love this. I think
Yeah,
that's a great reminder. I don't think I tell my husband something beautiful about himself every day, and I should be doing that. I do with
yeah,
my kids, but yeah, I should be doing it with the one person that helps me hold this household up.
yeah.
I love that idea. Yeah. And I think too, like, I think women are probably better at this than the men, but complimenting strangers is kind of one of my favorite things to do. It makes me feel good, but then if I can give something to someone else to take with them, I think that's amazing. And it's free. Like all you have to do
Yes,
is open your mouth
yes.
and say, "Hey, you look really good in that outfit. I don't know you, but you look great." And that's it.
Okay, yes. And that's another visual. Okay, so you
Oh
you you pull in your visual nature. So
yeah.
just in case you were just about to get caught up on everybody else's feelings, and how sensitive you can be and I can be too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
by noticing something beautiful or something nice on somebody and pointing that out, you've activated things. You've
Ah,
activated your visual and your audient. And the
yeah.
visual is the highest at understanding who you are and who they are, the separation. Audient is the second in understanding who you are and they are.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, so
Well, then
just
there we
by just
go.
by the
Yeah.
act of saying something pretty, oh, I love how you wear your hair. I love this or that.
Yeah.
You're activating this area where you know who you are. You're helping
Yeah.
yourself know who you are.
Yes. Oh, I love that, Casey.
Yeah. And
Oh,
allowing
that's
them to be
amazing.
who they are.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to have a day that's down and depressive. Maybe that's been a long time since they've had a reflective time, or where they have to go down into the darkness. I I I think we all need to go down into that pit every once in a while.
Mhm.
I think it's
Yeah.
necessary, and
Yeah. Kind of
and
like back into the
let it
womb
let
for
them
a
be
little bit.
let it yeah, let them go. They need that time, maybe. Give them
Yeah.
that moment.
Yes. Yeah.
Honor their journey.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's huge too, is being strong enough to stand by someone while they do that. It doesn't mean you have
Yeah,
to get in with them, but you can stand beside them while they go through it and just be
yeah.
there.
And point out that they're doing a good job, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Being inside the chrysalis or the womb or whatever, or the
Yes.
pit is not easy. But it's necessary if you want to level up. So
Yes.
yes, I
Yes.
love that.
I think that's all I had.
Oh, is it? Okay. Awesome. All right. I will go next. I will go with my Saturday. We went to an observatory that's north of Des Moines,
Wait.
and it had two big domes with their big telescopes that come out of it so you can see the sky. It was so fun. We went early with our 7-year-old because she's always wanted to go too. And so we went to the class, which was way above our heads, but that's okay because after that we got to go look through these telescopes, and that was a lot of fun. But the class was, I was cracking up. My husband took the 7-year-old out to go play, and then they got their own personalized tour of all the telescopes, the domes, everything. They had so much fun. I stayed in the class and learned about like the mathematical equations for how to tell how bright a star is, which I'm sitting there like,
Oh,
I can never even tell you what they said. I don't know anything, but it was still kind of fascinating just to watch it. But then, yeah, afterwards, we got to see two different kinds of telescopes with two different kinds of technologies behind them. And we got to see Venus and then some of the stars out. But it was so fun. And it was um, neat to kind of I guess, immerse myself into a community of people who are really passionate. And so
Yes.
there were some people there that were new, like us, have never done anything like that before. And then there were the people who had the most scientific, mathematical questions that I'm listening to their questions like, I don't even know what you just asked, but it sounded great. Um, but to like see all this come together, and I just love the groups of passionate people who are excited to have newcomers because it's not everywhere, like like rock climbing. I feel like they're like that, like different groups are like this, but some are not welcoming. These people were so welcoming and they were just excited to have other people be excited with them. So anyway, very cool. If anyone can do this in their area, I highly recommend it. Just walk in there and say, I'm new, I don't know anything, and they literally will direct you on what to do. We really enjoyed it.
Excellent. What a great
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yes, yeah, and we
It's
have
been
our own
years since
telescope
I've
at
gone to
home.
one.
Yeah, yeah. It was so fun. It was so fun. We loved it. And Nova thought it was really cool. And she kept going,
Yes.
Does
Yes.
Venus know she's so pretty? And I was like, Yeah,
Oh,
she's so pretty.
oh,
Okay, let's see here. So I keep seeing this on my feed. Sometimes it says it's a Chinese person, sometimes it says it's a Japanese person. But anyway, I've Googled it and I can't remember what country this person is from, but it is real. This says a Chinese immunologist spent his entire career proving trees release chemicals that enter your blood, hunt stress hormones, and boost your immune system in ways no prescription has ever matched. And I do know that in some of the Eastern countries, um, that going out in nature is prescribed by doctors. And so, it is a thing. It's starting to be scientifically proven, and it's now starting to get communicated, in the West where we live. But and there was more to this. If anyone wants to look it up, it is by the pharma or the pharma the pharmacy real. Good grief. The pharmacy
pharmacy
real
real.
um is who did it. And so you can scroll through and read all of these, but it just takes you through who it was, where the study was. You can go research it and read about it even more. But I think we know this, like this is in our bodies, this knowledge, and it is why we feel better when we're in nature and why we seek it out when we're stressed. But I do like just to see, I love it when science catches up. So I wanted to
I
just
love
share.
this. And I'll be
Mm.
talking about this because trees are in the visual nature. That's the earth people. And
Hmm.
so visual people deal with the earth. And, okay, we've already talked about mushrooms, and mushrooms do this exact same thing to the trees. They
Yes.
they will emit the necessary whatever to the tree so that the tree becomes nourished and help out the trees. And
Hmm.
then sure, it makes sense that then the trees will do it for everyone else. They'll
Yeah.
spread it out. It all starts in the mushroom.
Yep. It really
We're
is
so
one big
fascinated with
network.
mushrooms.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, and we're
Yeah.
part of that.
Yep. The mycelium network. And there are people who are doing research on connecting your fascia system to that network and to gain more access to just your own self, but also the knowledge from the mycelium network, the mushrooms, the trees, all of that. So yeah, then when you were talking about with the gift orders and how you're bringing that in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is such perfect timing for the world, really. So I'm so excited at what you're doing, Casie. Oh, I love it. All right, what else do I have? This is from Your Beautiful Life, and it says, one of the greatest gifts a woman can give another woman is making her feel like she belongs in rooms where she's still learning to believe she belongs herself. And I loved this when I read it, and I think it is so true. I had coffee with a friend a while ago, a while ago. It was last week, like last Friday. Anyway, and we I realized that she and I do this for each other all the time. Like one of us will level up in an area the other one isn't there yet, and we literally drag the other one with us, and we're patient with each other until we get there. And then the other one will go up and we'll drag her, and we just do this for each other over and over and over. And it just, yeah, then I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's what we do for each other. And I have a few friends where we do that for each other. It's not just this one, but we make each other belong until we do belong or until we believe it. And I just think it's one of the most powerful things that women can do for each other and for younger women. And and I just, as I watch my girls even grow up, and they do not see how powerful they are. They do not see where they belong yet. And it literally is our jobs to be like, here you go. This is it, You're going to get there yourself, but just so you know, this is how powerful you are. Keep that in mind. Um, so I just loved this quote
I
when I
do
saw it.
too. I love this. Yes. And like uh I subscribe to two magazines that I really, really love. One is the Victoria magazine, and the other is Tea Time magazine, both put out by in Des Moines, Iowa. They both come out of Des Moines.
Yep.
And they're really good magazines because that's what they do is they are the whole goal of those two magazines is to help a woman feel like she belongs in a beautiful setting. And so, like the Victoria magazine will have beautiful, enchanting forest pictures and garden pictures and homes that are very old and ancient, like castle kind of homes. And
Ooh,
the whole goal of those magazines is to make you feel comfortable in those kind of settings and
yeah.
level you up, like you were saying. And then the Tea Time magazine is doing the exact same thing in a tea setting. And
Hmm.
it's how beautiful it is to have to level up to maybe using some beautiful china and maybe
Yeah.
serving some beautiful little foods
Yeah.
and it's such a friendly feeling.
Yeah. And just kind of welcoming that softer side of life
Yes,
and
yes,
celebrating it too.
and
Oh, I love
celebrating
that.
it. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Um, the teacups remind me, I'll make this a quick tangent. When I was little and I was teaching my kids and then my niece and nephew table manners, so after school, I would get everybody and then we would sit around the table. And then I had beautiful teacups from the thrift store, and everyone got a teacup, and then everyone got like a pretty tea, like an iced tea glass that I would make a yogurt parfait with. Anyway, so we would sit around and then I would make up stories about each teacup, and I would pretend that like some fancy lady gave it to me, and then I would tell her a quick story about her. Everybody got one, but I had everyone having perfect table manners within 2 weeks because it was so fun to like drink out of a
Excellent.
tea. Yeah, anyway, you reminded me of that. That's one of my favorite memories of when my kids were little.
Excellent. Yes.
Yeah.
Level
Uh,
up.
level up. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Two more. This one is from Bohemian Fig. It says, "Good morning, wild one. You don't need to explain your magic, justify your intuition, or make your power digestible. Some people will call it too much. Those people can fuck off." And when I saw this, I just loved it. I've been
I
speaking
almost
to,
picked this post too.
did you really?
Yes.
You probably shared it or liked it and it came on my feed.
No,
Um,
no, I didn't.
oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
We just have the vibes. Um,
Yes.
I have been talking to a couple women who have been having their eyes opened a little bit. The veil's lifting for them, and their world is bigger than it used to be. And one of the struggles they're having, which this is a quote I see all the time, is enlightenment comes with a lot of loneliness because no one really knows what you're going through. And so, and they were talking about that of, well, I just want to tell my friends what I learned, but I can't because when I do, they look at me like I'm crazy. And
Yes.
it's like, yeah, that is how it goes. And so the one thing that I do tell them is, don't tell everybody everything. First of all, like enjoy what you're learning, find things to listen to that are about, are the same as what you're learning. But if you're listening to somebody like a podcast, you're listening to a conversation that kind of feels like you're included. So sometimes that can make you feel like you have community while you're finding your new community, because that's part of this is you're going to eventually find your people who are just as weird as you are. And I say weird in a good way because it is good. You should be this weird. But then also, if you do explain it or if you do say something and somebody doesn't agree with you, you can literally, maybe not literally say the words fuck off, but you can have that energy and you can hold your head high, hold your shoulders back and let them know that you're not going to be smaller just because they don't agree with you. So anyway, I loved this. And to all the people out there that are learning a lot of things that you had no idea was even out there, welcome to the party. It is a little lonely at first, but you will find your people. And Casie and I are those people. So you can
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
listen to the podcast and message us.
It is, it does get kind of lonely. I have very, very few people here that I share things with. I mean, I'm social with people, but
Yeah.
very, very few. Uh,
Yes.
well,
Yeah.
amazingly few here.
Yep. And I'm the same way. I have a lot of people that I can be my whimsy woo woo self with, but I can't be my
Yeah, your true
very
self.
true self with. Yes. And so that's why I think that's one reason I know it's one reason why I love our podcast so much is
I was just going to
I get
say that too.
I get to say whatever I
Yes,
want. And
yes,
the only people listening are the people who can handle what we're saying. And
that's right.
that's
That's
fine
right.
with me. Even if it's only 10 people, that's fine with me. Because I'd rather have that than water myself
Yes,
down. So,
yes.
um, okay, this one is Bahish Kapoor. I am so sorry I said your name horribly, but it's on Instagram. And so this says, whimsy is actually a form of resistance against the world that wants us to be miserable. And I think this one really spoke to me because I feel like the negative powers that be right now are really ramping up. And I can usually get my algorithms to be pretty positive on like TikTok and Instagram. And I've been really staying off those apps a lot more than usual lately. Or just jumping off and on, hoping it'll reset. But what I've been noticing is there are even a lot of people in the woo woo witchy enlightenment
Yes,
community who are also kind of going down a fear path that is
yes,
kind of
yes,
upsetting me. And so, yeah, and
yes,
I just want to remind people, nobody is the Messiah prophet. So if somebody is saying something and it makes your nervous system say, that feels scary or fearful to me, stop listening to them. Like you could have agreed with them last week, that's fine, but you don't have to agree with them this week. So your learning journey is really about you and what comes from inside of you, and you can learn from the outside, and that is good. You should, but you have to be very careful, especially right now. And so I'm seeing a lot of like, if you don't do this exact thing, then you're getting left behind and you're going to be in the timeline that has war and poverty and you're probably going to die. Like all this stuff is like, whoa, like that is
yes.
not what anybody needs right now. And that is so not helpful. So yeah, just be careful. Be careful and protect yourself because if it's fear-based or if it makes you feel scared or icky or any of those feelings, it's not for you and you have to stop looking at that kind of stuff. Anyway.
Exactly. And that's where I like where you journal what your day tomorrow will
Yes.
be perfect. And journal this beautiful day.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
And
outside
that
and
is,
talk
yeah.
to my trees, talk to my pansies.
Yeah. And I don't know, in my opinion, like that is magic. Like that is the magic. It's like people are like, is magic real? That is the magic. Like it's that work that goes into it. And yeah, I
It-
don't.
that makes us the real people.
Mhm.
The word magic is too small. It it really the word real is a much bigger word. So
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of saying we're magic people, we're real people. We're the real people. So uh, the real world is this wonderful world.
it is. It is, yeah. And things like journaling about tomorrow, for example. Um, I think one of the things too that can be forgotten is we do things every day. So I like before bed, wash my face, put on all of the things that keep me hydrated, floss my teeth, brush my teeth. Like I do all these things and nobody bats an eye at that. But if you're talking about journaling about tomorrow, I'm doing a meditation, I'm, envisioning my wings and my tail going down to the copper and my antennas coming up to guide me. All of that's crazy, crazy shit. But it isn't. It is my routine and it is what keeps me real. And so
Real.
yeah, that's part of learning, in my opinion. about who we are because we are animals, like we are animals and we do have to do things for this meat suit. And I do believe that's part of it, that, the meat suit, the brain, whatever's spraying in your brain, your fascia, your tendons, your blood, all of it is on this earth and we have to do things for it. And it's not simply brushing your teeth before bed. It's a lot more than that. Um, and that's, yeah, part of growing and part of being weird, is practicing those things. But man, your life sure does get better. So why not?
I think you're onto something there. Uh, we are wanting to experience the real world. And so the
Mhm.
real world is this fabulous place. And we're stepping into the real world because we're the real people.
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
real world that we step into, the trees talk, the stones talk,
Mhm.
water talks to us, birds talk to us. Remember
Yeah.
when Shiitake Mama said that the way that the mushrooms would know when it was time to sprout was when the birds sang their songs?
Yes. Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
real world.
Yes. And it's just all so related. Yeah, because and I can't remember if I was reading a book or if I was listening to a podcast, and I wish I could remember who said it because I would love to give credit to him. But he was talking about how the only reason why we smell, see, hear, taste is because we have those organs in our body
Yes,
to take a vibration and process it that way.
that's right.
And he was talking about how one of the biggest lessons to learn is that there are more vibrations and there are more ways to take them in besides what we have on our physical body, right? And so, but that really kind of opened my world up to that of like, maybe I don't always hear or smell, like the same level you would, but maybe it's coming through my arms or my torso or something different.
Yes,
Um, and yeah, and then that was when I was thinking, dang, we really are animals. Because animals aren't like, well, I didn't process that through my eyes, so I'm not going to listen to it. Like they just download whatever it is their body's supposed to download so that then they can move forward in their best way. And we can do that too. We just have to figure it out, learn how to do it.
yeah, exactly. Figure it out. Yeah. And with the gift orders, we're just covering the first four main ones. I mean, like he says, there's so many more. Uh,
Yeah.
Slightest, there's certain tones that can just set us off on a journey. And like, the people have the bowls, those wonderful bowls, and they make those
The
sounds.
singing bowl.
Well, there's certain frequencies. Each frequency is will take you on a journey.
Hmm.
And they're
Yeah.
all keys or doorways. Every one of them is keys and doorways to enter the real world. And like a lot of people who've died and come back to life again, what one of the common things that they will say is that where they went to felt more real than this world did. And
Yes.
that's back to what mom would always say. We're the real ones. We're the real people. We live in the real world.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I think anything we can do to remove ourselves from, in our house we call it the simulation, but anything we can do to remove ourselves from that
Simulation,
and
yes.
yeah, experience the real world, um, is amazing. Yeah. And I was even thinking through, like sight, smell, sound, touch, but even touch is not explored very much, I would say,
Right.
because yeah, if you think vibration is touch against your skin or into your organs, and depending on the vibration is the frequency of how fast it's slow it's moving that it absorbs into you. Like all of that is huge. And yeah, anyway, I could go on about this for a while because I've been really
I
deep
know.
diving.
So could I. So could I. Well, one of the things that has been happening because of this soccer tournament that's happening in the United States, there's been
Yeah.
so many people who were afraid to come to the United States
Hmm.
because the media had said so many bad things about us.
Yeah.
And you can see all over media now, these people are posting that, oh, the people were nice, it was safe, it was good, we had great
Yeah.
food.
Yes.
And they're like, I believe, they'd say, I believed what the media was telling me,
Hmm.
and that wasn't real.
Yeah.
And now
Exactly.
they've experienced it. And
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think that we're influenced by all these different things, so we don't even know we're influenced by these different things. And so
Yes.
that's why it's real important to find out what is real.
Hmm.
And anything less than joy, in my opinion, is not real. Anything less
Right.
than joy is not real.
Yes.
And people will come
Yes.
at me like, wow, what if somebody does something bad or whatever? Yeah, we could go down those routes. I definitely know bad. I definitely know the dark. And it's that's an interesting path. I
Yes.
don't stay
Yeah.
there. I choose not to stay there.
Right. Right. Yeah. And I think that is such a big lesson. I think that's maybe been one of my hardest lessons is you can go down that path and sink into it, um, which people do thinking they're protecting themselves because they're predicting and they're preparing and they're doing all these things, but they're not. They're actually asking for all those things because that's all they're focused on. It took me forever to realize that. I don't have to doomsday prep. I can like joy day prep. I can
Yeah,
do
I
the
look at
opposite.
it like a homesteader prep. You know how the
Yeah.
homesteaders used to prep, and like the way that grandma's people would put things up for the winter, because in the winter,
Yeah.
those if you want to have grape jelly, somebody had to make it when the
Right. And
grapes
then
were
save it and
available.
not eat it. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yes.
so I think of it as like a homesteader prep, because I want to keep my home beautiful and lovely and
Hmm.
fun and enjoyable all the
Yeah.
time. So what can
Yes.
I do to make everything nice? Not
Yep.
not because I want to be afraid. I want to make things comfortable. I know
Yes.
that we lived in Florida, and you go through the hurricane preps, and
Mm.
every summer you have to have everything ready for hurricanes, and that's pretty tense. For a couple weeks it could be that long. You don't know, where's the wind going to go. Is it going to come to you or not to you? And are you going to have 18 feet of water hitting your house, or is it going to be nothing and you did this
Yeah.
all for nothing? It's really tense for those several weeks. And you have to have little anchors and hold you there, like having your coffee, having your little treats, having, the caramel cinnamon rolls that you always make, have whatever it is that you do that makes your
Mhm.
home special. You
Yeah.
try to you try to maintain that and try to have that. And if you can't have those, and you know that your family likes it, but there won't be any power, then you maybe can ahead of time, buy the prepackaged things, cookies
Yeah.
and stuff, the comfort things.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, exactly.
And
And
then
you're
the
doing
then
it
the
to make
storm
your life
becomes an
better. Yeah.
adventure almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. And I think, yeah, that's the goal is getting there. And I think
It's
that's good.
part of the existence if you live in Florida. The
Yeah.
part of living there is living through those couple weeks of the
Yes.
tension and realizing what is real, what do I need to do, how can I make this an enjoyable event, what can I
Yes.
do
Yeah.
to make it good.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And in Iowa, it's tornadoes, so we have slumber parties in the basement with glow sticks and
There you go.
flashlights.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we do what we can. Yeah. I think that's great.
Sleep under the staircase.
Definitely camping out time. Yeah, I love that. Um, okay, so to wrap it up, because I absolutely am so excited to take your gift order workshop and take that into our podcast for the next few weeks. So for those
Yeah, that'll be
listening,
fun.
yeah, keep tuning in and yeah, I say we just jump in if you're ready. Well, I think next week we both have off, and then we will be sending out one of our most favorite podcasts from the past. And then after that, we will jump into psychic gift orders and all that fun stuff. But until then, I think the biggest things are keep your vibe up and be as weird as you can be because you are going to feel amazing if you do.
Yes, and journal for tomorrow. How
Oh my
wonderful
goodness.
it'll be.
Journal for tomorrow. Yeah, you don't have to spend 20 minutes. Like do whatever you have to do, even if
We
it's
do
on a
those
little.
omen days. Remember the omen days? I
Yeah.
still do the every Sunday I sit down and I write all the omen
Yep.
days for the week and how it sets
Oh,
the tone for
nice.
the week.
Yeah.
And it's we did this in December, but
Mhm.
it has changed everything for now. And it's like, oh
Yes.
yeah, that's right. So I'm already seeing how this works.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Yeah, for my Omen days, I have noticed that. So I was reflecting on the month behind after it was over, but with the way my brain works, I've noticed I have to reflect 2 months behind because I can't see any of the patterns or anything in there
Oh yeah,
unless I've
yeah.
sat for a while, and then I can see it better. But I kind of wonder if it's because things just have to settle, and then I can kind of see. But yeah, I love the Omen days. Do it again. Come in here. Awesome. Yay. Okay. Well, I hope everybody has a wonderful week. And if you're in the Atlanta area, go see Casie and her gift orders workshop. Um, and if you do go, take pictures so that we can show them in the podcast. Yay. Okay. I hope everybody has a good week.
Bye
Bye.
everyone.